As the title suggests, today we're going to discuss the current Jacksfilms situation. Now, as a channel that doesn't deal much with YouTube drama, you might be shocked to see me even covering the situation on my channel. But I think it's important to understand why YouTube is taking the stance that it is, and why it is the morally wrong one, not just in my opinion, but in the opinion of many others as well. For those unfamiliar with the perpetrator, her name will not be said in this video, lest she gain any additional publicity. I know my channel is rather small, but if even one more person subscribes to this person's channel after she's done this, I think it's a problem. From way back, I remember her being a gaming channel, specifically making FPS videos. After this news came out, I guess I just never noticed that she just doesn't do that anymore. But that's not really the focus of what I'm even talking about. This person's channel is now just lazily made reaction videos. If you're a longtime viewer of Jacksfilms, you might be able to see where this is going. Jacksfilms has repeatedly had a track record of making fun of bad reaction channels, and rightfully so. This was a problem that became bad 7 or so years ago, so you'd think it would have just gone away, but not really. There are still apparently channels that do this, where it's just a video of them watching a video and adding very little in terms of commentary. And these creators seldomly credit the people that make the videos that they react to.
But I mean, sometimes for us reactionists,
never mind. It's gonna keep going. There's nothing y'all can do. That's like thousands of dollars.
Jack made a video a while ago about a creator, Jinx, who showed one of Jax's videos entirely with 0 edits. Responding to Jinx, Jack made a video reacting to Jinx's video in the way he reacts, i.e. showing the video in full and making vague, lazy observations. That video was from 2015, meaning he hasn't flipped his position on these types of videos, or it's not a new position of his, nor is he singling out the perpetrator in her criticisms of her now. This is important because the crux of the situation is what happened nearly a year ago, where Jack made a channel making fun of the creator in question's videos. Currently, the channel has nearly 500,000 subscribers and gets nearly that many views per video. Nothing Jack has done is wrong from a legal standpoint, nor is it illegal from the standpoint of YouTube's own bylaws. Not that YouTube really cares about enforcing them, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Making fun of someone or their content in a tongue-in-cheek way isn't immoral by any means. You, as the creator being made fun of, or one of their fans, might not like it, but there is a difference between an actual problem and someone being upset about something. By any decently reasonable moral framework, it does not give this creator a license to do what she did. On October 13th, this person posted a couple of things to her Instagram account. One mentioning that she was near Jack's house, and the other one showing a video of Jack's house with the caption, "Let's talk like adults." So then, perpetrator, let's talk like adults. On what planet does this not fit the textbook definition of stalking? Seriously, Jack himself said that this person immediately transitioned from being a content thief to someone who stalks her critics. It's not enough to point out the vagueness of the post she put up that day and say it's up to interpretation, because she's repeatedly made light of the situation since then. And for any image defense she tried to do, that immediately kills it. This is one of YouTube's largest creators, and I don't mean in the Boogie2988 way. See how I can make fun of another creator and it doesn't give them license to stalk me? But anyway, this is one of YouTube's largest creators, and YouTube doesn't seem to have much of a problem with the content theft or the stalking. Just look at this incredibly tone-deaf tweet from a few days ago by YouTube themselves. The low-paid intern that tweeted this was most likely unaware of the situation, but considering that the biggest story regarding YouTube's platform involves someone who makes reaction videos and is making light of the crime she committed, what could possibly be the reaction but backlash? YouTube has released a statement that they have suspended her monetization, but if you look back at the tweet, it says the behavior on both sides isn't what we want. And how can you honestly say this? It would be better if you just came out and said, this creator makes us a lot of money, therefore it pains us to enact punitive measures of any kind. It would have been more honest, and I think people understand that's what YouTube means anyway. The only thing Jack has done is create a channel satirizing this person's video. A far cry from stalking, and something that isn't against YouTube's bylaws. You can't say with a straight face that Jack's actions and the other person's actions are even slightly in the same universe. When push comes to shove, YouTube can't even enact punitive measures without taking a dig at the person who's been loyal to their platform for 17 years. Most of the perpetrator's viewers aren't even 17 years old. There's absolutely no reason for YouTube to word their tweet this way, except to fully admit they're enforcing a double standard on their site. If people say the wrong words in their videos, in the eyes of YouTube, this is equal to stalking someone because both, as has been shown apparently, lead to the same punishment. But then again, I'm not even sure YouTube believes that both sides are wrong in this, since if Jacksfilms actually did something wrong, YouTube would have also had to punish him for something. Because only one person received punishment, you're essentially admitting that only one side did something wrong. After this, I don't know what's going to happen. Jack has absolutely no reason to stop uploading to his satirical channel he made, especially now. But the other creator in question, if she's truly an honest person, should look in the mirror and determine whether the current state of who she is as a person is worth it. If you resort to stalking people who criticize you, at that point you immediately become the worse person than whoever's criticizing you. Sometimes criticism, or yes, even being made fun of, is what you need to realize you're on the wrong path. Those who watch this video and are hearing about the current situation and think I'm biased in favor of Jack, I do have to admit, I've been subscribed to him for a very long time, but let's say the situation was reversed, and that he was the stalker. If that were true, I'd stop being a fan of him, and I'd condemn those actions. This situation has nothing to do with whose videos are better or whatever. This is plainly visible as a horrible action, regardless of who the victim is. If you view Jacksfilms as culpable, or that the actions committed by the other creator are no big deal, then that's your problem, and you should probably re-examine your morals. It's time YouTube actually started prioritizing the creators on their platform, instead of letting some creators get away with heinous actions toward other creators. It's time YouTube started actually being transparent about what they're doing and why they're doing it. It's time YouTube was loyal to the creators that made it what it is today. YouTube will get rid of dislikes because they're afraid of displaying negativity, but try to victim blame one of their creators when they get stalked. It's despicable, and if YouTube didn't have a monopoly on this industry, most creators would have moved to a better platform by now. In fact, if YouTube had competition, there most likely would be a better platform, and also YouTube would become better in the process because that's how competition works. Unfortunately, YouTube is on a downward spiral, and the Jacksfilms situation was a crossroads for them, where they tried to have their cake and eat it. You can't do that when someone's safety is on the line. Full stop. Actually, here's an update. It's from the person that did this directly. I didn't expect this person to issue an apology during the production of this video, but apparently that's what happened. Listen, the apology itself doesn't really change anything I said in this video. I mean, it's kind of adorable that in this, she says she wants to thank YouTube for holding her accountable when that's not really what they did at all. Like, yeah, it's mind-boggling. The just lack of self-awareness by this person. But yeah, if you think stalking someone is a lapse in judgment, I'd hate to see what you think is worse than a lapse in judgment. I'll just put it like that. Video over. I can't believe this situation.